What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your new season. Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So y'all know it's the first episode. So we just catching up with folk, laying down the people's storylines and all that good stuff. So we start this episode off with this whole Omarion, Lil Fizz, April Watt, not April Watts, April. What's her? She's April Jones. Because that's Apple Watts. Um, And this whole are they together, aren't they together piece of it. So what it looks like is she said that after her and Omarion broke up, that her and Fizz became really good friends, that they aren't sleeping together yet, but it seems like they probably by the end of this season gonna be sleeping together. Um she's working on Hollywood Unlocked. Jason Lee is back this season, and she's actually working on Hollywood Unlocked now. And of course, the whole Moniece thing. Y'all know how Moniece is and how she get to popping off on social media, and all of that. Then we talked to Lil Fizz, what's his name, Spectacular, and the other member of B2K. They talking about the Millennium Tour, which we know went on this summer, and they were just talking about being in shape and being ready. How things are just a little rocky with Rasby, things a little rocky with Omarion, but this is the beginning of the tour. They've only done a couple of dates, and they ready to keep it moving. And then we see April a little bit, and she says, "Look, after me and Omarion had our second child, he left me 2 months later. I don't know why, still don't know why. And at this point now, every chance he get, he's taking me to court. He's taking me to court for custody. He's taking me to court for child support. He's taking me to court for all kinds of stuff. And her thing is, I haven't said anything. I haven't spoke ill on him until now. Like now, I'm breaking my silence because I'm just done. I'm over it. And it looked like she really giving it. Says she's back focusing on her music. We see a scene with her and Booby. So I don't know if Booby Gibson is back this season or what, but we see a scene with her and Booby, and she kind of talking to Booby or whatever. All right. Ray J and A1, they got the daddy club going on. We find out that Lyrica done rolled out. She been gone for 2 weeks. She done left the baby. Her and things ain't going well with her and A1. Ray J said, things are going well for him and Princess, but being a parent is just a little bit hard. Um, your life changes. You gotta adjust. You don't have the same alone time that you used to have. So him and A1 get to talking, and basically things ain't going well at home, and you know, um, it just is what it is. A1 always want to act like he don't understand why stuff is the way they are, or why people act the way they act. He's in the studio. He said he wants to focus on his own music. Now he has an opportunity to go on tour or do some dates with T Pain, and so that's kind of what he's doing. And while he's down to the studio, Jason Lee comes to visit him, and Jason Lee is like, "Look, got some tea, but because you're my boy, I'm bringing it to you before I post it. I'm bringing it to you first. Um, Let me kind of let you know that Summer Bunny then sent me this, and then she actually sent him text messages and a screenshot of A1 flirting with her and alluding to some other things going on with the two of them. And so now A1 is like, he basically threatened Jason, like, I'm telling you, if you put that up, it's gonna be a problem. And Jason was like, look, I'm just doing my job. Like, I'm bringing it out of respect for the fact that we have a friendship. I'm bringing it to you first. But please understand, I'm gonna do my job. So A1 was just like, look, me and Lyric ain't even in the best of place. I don't know how I'm gonna tell her this. I don't know how, I don't know what we gonna do because um we already not really speaking. And so Lyrica comes back home. They end up getting into another argument, and A1 is playing like Billy Badass, and I'm sitting here like, now you already know you got this other shoe over here about to drop. You might want to play nice. You know what I'm saying? Like you might want to play nice. Um, they get into an argument, baby, and Lyrica, basically, he kind of threatens her. Where you been? She was like, I've been in it, I've been out. I've been, you don't tell me what you doing and where you going, and how many nights I sit in this house by myself, and you out eating crab legs dipped in butter and stuff. And he was like, well, take you some meat. And she was like, that's exactly what I did. That's where I've been. I went to Atlanta to take me some meat. And so that's exactly what went down. You want to tell me, what I need to be doing. You keep acting like I ain't have a life or I didn't have a career before I met you. I was popping when I met you. You know how that same argument with the two of them that they go back and forth with. So, but then they got into arguments. So A1 was like, now probably ain't the best time to let it drop that some shit about to hit the fan about me and another chick. This probably ain't the best time for that to happen. So he doesn't tell Lyrica. We'll come back to them. K Michelle. Miss K Michelle is back this season, and of course, she's letting us know that she's feeling better. She's a lot healthier than what she was last season. She had 8 surgeries, but she's in a much, much better place. She's looking for a new home. She needs plenty of space. She said that she's working on her last pop album for a while, or R&B. She doesn't do pop R&B album for a while because she wants to get into country. We know that whole thing that blew up a couple of months ago with her in Nashville talking about that she can outsing any country artist and that she knows how to write country music and they need to respect her. So, and she basically was just saying, look, R&B and country is the same. If I can write an R&B song, I can write a country song. And I'm from this area. Like I country is in me. Like I'm a country artist. This is so, I can yodel. We know she went to college for yodeling and all that other stuff. So it sounds like she's gonna start working on a country album, which I'm not saying she can't do. I just think again, hey Michelle, your approach, boo boo, your approach. Um, then we find out that she is ready to have some babies. Her body can't handle a pregnancy, so she has a surrogate. So we actually meet her surrogate, and the woman already got 4 kids. So she agrees to carry. And K Michelle wants twins. So she said she harvested her eggs and took care of what she needed to take care of her part, and the surrogate took care of what she needed to take care of on her part. And so now they're coming together so that they can have the procedure to take the eggs and insert them into the surrogate and let it be what it's gonna be. So we're gonna see how that goes down. And she said that's why she was looking for some real estate. That's why she needed to find her some real estate with a bunch of rooms because her son is in his teens now and she's ready to start all over. She's ready to get this thing started. So there's that. Um, those were pretty much the people they oh no, we did meet another chick, Brittany B. Brittany B, producer, songwriter. She gave us a long list of people she's worked with. She's Grammy nominated. And so she's going to be new on the show this season. Not really quite sure where she fits in with all of this, but we're going to find out, I'm sure, as the season goes on. We saw her take a meeting with Black China. Now, I was told, I think it was from Funky Dineva, shout out to Funky Dineva, that Black China did have an opportunity to be on Love and Hip Hop, but for whatever reason turned it down. But she did do this particular scene. So I don't know if she's going to be in more episodes or this was just this one scene, a one and done kind of thing. But she's talking to Miss Brittany about her music and wanting to get into music and how she doesn't want to be a joke. She doesn't want people to look at it and think that, she's playing around with it, that she's really serious about trying to put music out and that whole thing. So we'll see. Again, I'm not quite sure if she's going to be on the season like as a, reoccurring type of thing, or she just did this one little situation. But so Brittany is a new sorry. Sorry. So Ebony Lord, Brittany, new person on the show. Okay, so back to no, let's go to Princess and Ray J. So, because it's time to spice things up, they trying to spice things up. Princess has Ray J meet her down at the dungeon, baby. And they do a whole cute little scene. Princess is dressed up as a dominatrix, and they have a dominatrix, a professional with them, so that while they're playing at it, they're still being safe with it. And Ray J, he got his baby, his zaddy body. Ray J, the 6-pack is gone, boo. But you could tell in the confessional that he's dropped weight. You can see it all in his face, and he looks good. But Ray J was a little chunky in this scene because he went down to his briefs, honey, and she told him that the safe word was, what was it? Damn, I forgot what it was. It started with M, I think. But it showed them, showed her spanking him a little bit and playing with some toys and stuff. And she was like, "Look, you know, we got to spice up our love life, however we can, whenever we can, and I just brought you down here to just kind of do something a little different. It was a cute little scene. Ray J is made for this. You know what I'm saying? He knows how to play his part. He's made for this. On the other hand, I need him to work with A1 because A1 in that confessional be killing me. Yeah, so I said, Lyrica, you tripping, yo. Like, he be killing me with he kills me in his confessionals. But Princess says she's ready for number two, and so it's time for them to get busy. It's time for them to get started working on number two. All right, this not gonna be this ain't gonna be long because you know how they do. They don't give us a whole lot. Lyrica and A1. So Jason Lee said he would give A1 some time. Now, what I think they probably should have done was figured out what's your definition of time. My definition of time and your definition of time clearly were different because next thing you know, it done dropped all over the blogs about this A1 situation, and she done put Jason done dropped the videos, the FaceTime videos, and everything else. So now A1 looking real stupid. Lyrica done moved in with Big Lyrica, and as it isn't speaking to A1. So A1 was like, look, I'm trying to explain to her that this is just somebody that's clout chasing. That situation been over. It ain't nothing to worry about. Ain't nothing happen. Ain't nothing go down with the whole situation. But she won't even take my phone call. She won't talk to me, and I can't explain anything to her if she don't even talk to me about it. So then he goes to he said, but I already made my commitment to T-Pain, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on this tour. And of course, just as he decides to leave to go on tour, Lyrica decides to go home because her mother tells her, look, you got to talk to him. Y'all got to work this out. So, of course, she gets to the house and ain't nobody there. She calls him on his phone and he answers the phone. And here's my thing. You're not even humble with it. You're not even trying to act like you happy that she called or whatever. And she was like, well, why aren't you home? I told you, man, I'm going on tour. You're not going on tour. You're going on a couple of dates. She was like, so you wasn't going to say nothing? You wasn't going to say, well, just like you went to Atlanta without telling me what you was doing. I told you I was going on tour. So you were just going to leave town and not say bye? I mean, you not speaking to me, which is true, Lyrica. You wasn't taking his phone calls. He really couldn't say bye if you ain't talking to him. I guess he could have sent a text, but you know what I'm saying. So then, he like, well, look, we'll just talk when I get back. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be here when you get back. I don't like your attitude. We'll talk when I get back. I said, we'll talk when I get back. Well, we might not be here. Then the baby get to crying. See, look, the baby don't like when you lying to me. The baby don't like that you lying to his mama. I was like, don't do that. Don't bring the baby into this whole craziness. So they get to arguing, and then she throw her phone down and crack up her own phone, so you know it ain't real, because who the hell doing that? Well, I guess people who ain't got to worry about replacing the phone could do that anyway. And that's pretty much what happened. So look, then they gave us a couple of scenes of what's coming up this season. So we see that, we know that a bunch of other people are going to come into the season, but that was pretty much the first episode. It's basically, and my thing is, Lyrica and A1, how many seasons is it going to be about y'all marriage? Like, A1, if you are cheating as much as she claimed you cheating, like, damn. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Let me make sure that we good. Look, I want to make sure that I got it all in because it wasn't a whole lot. Oh, I'm sorry. Then April and Moniece met up. They get to arguing. And that's pretty much where the episode ends. Because April was like, I'm one of those people, you got a whole lot to say. You can say it to my face. So, I want to go ahead and clear this air. And why she feel the need to keep going live and keep going back on social media. If she got something to say, she could say it to me. And of course, Moniece was like, I'm tired of being drugged. I'm tired of being made look like I'm a bad mother. I'm tired of it making it seem like I'm the crazy one. Stop acting like it. So that's where the episode ended, with the two of them arguing. So I'm sure that's what we're going to pick up next week with the conclusion of this argument, how it goes down. Anyway, let me know what y'all think. Drop it in them comments. Peace.